So you may have seen that there's a trend coming back to Geometry Dash now, and it's where you make a Geometry Dash level with the least amount of objects possible. So today I decided to do just that, but I decided I'm going to make it extra long length, or 2 minutes. So in today's video, I'm going to be explaining how I managed to make an XL Geometry Dash level in 180 objects. So my adventure started around 2 billion years ago, also about the time when 2.1 came out, when I decided to press the new button. Okay, so then I had an unnamed 0 level with nothing in it. That's a pretty good start, I'd say. Oh my gosh, this script is so terrible. I'm just gonna be serious now. Going into the actual level, you can see that I made these 6 slabs right here. They're all in a weird orientation on purpose. I made them revolve around this center point right here, but that wasn't enough for really good gameplay, so I made them slowly move up and down as well. These are the 6 triggers that help keep this part together. These triggers make the slabs move up and down and revolve on an axis to keep the gameplay fun. They're part of this spawn loop, which makes the triggers repeat over and over without having to place the objects again. I also added these post triggers to the same spawn loop to make these slabs fade in from blue to yellow to sync for the music. Whenever the slabs go off screen, these move triggers on group 10 will move them to the other side of the screen back again to reuse them. This saves a tremendous amount of objects, so I don't have to keep placing those 6 slabs over and over again. The last major thing that I added was this chain effect in the middle of the screen that does something really cool, and this glow at the top and bottom of the screen that uses the same pulse as the slabs. These little things made the part feel just a little bit less empty. Moving on to the cube part, I added these slabs and spikes that will move to the next screen whenever they become off of your current screen. These objects use the same pulsing group as the slabs in the last wave part. There's not much to this part besides just a little variation with the move triggers, so I'll just show it now. So for this next part, I just used the same thing that I used in the first wave part, but just changed the game mode to the ship. I also removed 1 slab just to make the gameplay a little bit fairer, because the ship is harder to control. And of course set to 2 times speed, because it's the drop of the song. The last thing I added was a mini portal halfway for the ship part, so the gameplay wouldn't be too repetitive. For the last part, I've made a ball that's traditionally used in a lot of other low object challenge levels. The ball part uses this trigger setup that makes the objects move very slowly to the left. And then once you've reached the end of a part, it'll make them slowly move to the right instead. And this will keep happening until I'm satisfied with the length of the level. The objects in this part use various pulsing groups that have been reused throughout the level. There's not much else to it, so this is basically what it looks like. A few other small things I forgot to mention are these post triggers for the line that makes it fade in from black to white every now and then. They use the same spawn loop as the ones for the slabs, so I won't have to make another spawn loop again. And these pulse triggers are in group 26, which does the same thing as the line trigger, but for the chain effect and half the objects in the ball part later on. Another thing is these 2 slabs that fix secret ways throughout the level. These slabs are teleported with 1 move trigger, so I won't have to keep replacing the slabs over and over again throughout the portals in the level. Hooray! You've made it for the explanation. Now it's time for the long-awaited showcase. Yo, you made it to end. That's pretty cool. You should probably subscribe and like then. The level ID and password is in the description if you want to play it or something. So yeah, thanks for watching and see ya.